In this lecture, I will discuss about cables subjected to a uniform distributed load. So if you will notice, yung cable natin, it forms a curve. So, kapag distributed load, yung naka-apply na load sa ating cable, nagiging parabolic yung shape ng ating cable. Unlike nung concentrated loads, we have a straight line for each segment of the cable. So guys, meron ding tinatawag na catenary cable. Dun sa catenary cable naman, we consider yung self-weight ng cable. Dahil dun sa self-weight niya, sobrang bigat niya, yung mismong self-weight pa lang niya, nagkukos na para dun sa cable to form a U-shape. U-shape siya, curved din siya, pero not necessarily it follows a parabolic curve. Pero sa case natin ngayon, negligible yung weight ng ating cable, but we have a uniform distributed load applied along its length. So, paano ba yung magiging analysis natin? So, bago tayo mag-proceed sa actual solving ng problem, let me introduce to you yung basic concepts na kailangan natin. So, 'di ba sa statics, we start with drawing the free body diagram. Ano ba yung wherein we identify ano ba yung mga forces acting dun sa ating system, sa ating structure. So first, 'di ba, we can express yung uniform distributed load into single load, and that is WO times the length. The entire length. So we have ito WOL. And then, ano pa? So, yung reaction naman dito, we can express it into single variable. Yung resultant reaction dito, we can say that this is T na lang. T. Tension. So, sunod, we have another reaction dito. We can express this as the horizontal force. So, dito, mapapansin nyo, bakit ko nasabi na horizontal yung magiging resultant reaction dito sa part na to, while this one naman is inclined. So, dito, di ba sa geometry, to know the slope ng ating curve at any point, magdodraw tayo ng tangent line dyan. Diba? Pag tangent line, ng intersecting at exactly one point. So, dito, yung tangent line, kung ano yung slope ng tangent line na yun, yun din yung nagiging slope natin for the force. So, ibig sabihin, kung gusto mong kunin yung tensile force acting sa point na to, lang tayo, ikakat natin yan, tapos you draw tangent line dun sa point na yon ng ating curve, then, yung slope nun, yun yung slope din nung ating force. So, sa case na to, yan. And then, ang mangyayari is, sa case na to, kapag lowest point, diba? Kapag lowest point siya, ang kanyang tangent line is a horizontal line, straight line. So, ibig sabihin, zero slope, therefore, horizontal yun. Kaya, we have horizontal reaction here. So, dito, ito yung kinukonsider natin na minimum tension dun sa buong cable natin. While this is the maximum tension. So, with this, itong tatlong forces na ito, ano ba yung relationship niya? So, sa physics, di ba, yung vector, kapag kinonsider natin yung mga forces, magiging equilibrium siya once na kapag pinagdugtong-dugtong mo yung tail to head nila, Tapos nag-close siya into polygon. Nag-close siya. So, let's try. So, ito. Diba, vertically downward si WOL. Then, ikakabit natin si horizontal. Ang magsasara sa kanya ay si Tmax. So, in this case, naka-form tayo ng right triangle. Paano natin na, inassume ba natin na right triangle to? No, kasi, di ba, obviously, if directly downward, directly horizontal, so it forms right triangle, kasi perpendicular yan. Tapos, ito, kinlose niya. So, therefore, we can determine ano ba yung relationship ni Tmax, ni WOL, or WOX, and then ni FH. So, dito, dahil right triangle yan, at ang hypotenuse natin ay si Tmax, so by Pythagorean theorem, Tmax is equivalent to the square root of WOL squared plus FH squared. And in terms naman ng slope, in terms naman ng slope ni Tmax, di ba yung slope natin dito? Yan. Kung ilan to, yun din yun. Pareho yan. Theta. So, we have FH is equivalent to Tmax times cosine theta. While si WOL naman, or pwede din WOX, any x distance, that is equivalent to T sine theta. So, ito na yung basic formula na gagamitin natin. Yan, na-derive na natin. So, next, ayan, so, naka-ano na natin. Next, let's say, we will define itong parabolic curve natin. So, gamit dun sa mga nakuha natin, na-derive nating equation kanina, we apply yung concept naman ni calculus. So, mag-start tayo doon sa trigonometry. We have tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta, diba? So, yung tan theta, diba, sa calculus, that is dy over dx. And then, yung sine theta natin, dito tayo kumuha ng sine theta, that is, sine theta is WOX over t. And then, si cosine theta naman, that is FH over t. So, if we simplify this equation, we have WOX over FH. So, now, we integrate both sides. Diba? So, pero wait lang, bago tayo mag-integrate, separation of variables muna, diba? So, we have dy WOX over FH dx. Yan. So, integrate na natin both sides. So, we have y is equal to, ito, sa expression na to, we treat WOFH as constant. So, ang integrate natin si x lang, that is x squared over 2 plus c. Para malaman natin yung value ni c, ang mangyayari, dun sa ating curve, yung parabola, yung assumption natin, ang vertex niya is nasa origin. Nasa origin. So, sa case na to, yung lowest point, yung origin natin. So, we designate this as at x 0 is equal, x equals 0, y is equal to 0. So, sa ganung case, y is 0, x is 0. Therefore, we can say c is equal to 0. So, we can simplify y is equal to WOX squared over 2FH. So, isa ito dun sa ating mga direct formula na gagamitin. Additional yan para dito. And then, now, let's define naman yung ating parabolic curve in terms ng mga dimension niya. Yung maximum height niya na h, yung maximum length niya, horizontal length, na big letter L. So, galing naman tayo, magsimula naman tayo dun sa basic formula na y is equal to 4cx squared. So, dito, bakit ito yung standard formula na ginamit natin, hindi x is equal to 4cy squared? So, kasi, di ba, sa parabola, pag sinabi mong y is equal to 4cx squared, ang ibig sabihin lang nun, pag in-interpret natin, ay hindi nag-touch. Kanyari yan. Yan. Ang ibig sabihin kasi niyan, para maalala nyo, di ba naka-squared si x? So, ibig sabihin, sa dalawang value ni x, may isang value lang ng y. At paano i-interpret yon? Let's say this is 1. And this is negative 1. So, mirror lang. May symmetry ba yan dito? So, ang value ng y, let's say 3. Then 3. So, tingnan nyo. Sa isang value ng y is 3. Ilan ang value ng x? Meron tayong positive 1 and negative 1. So, kaya ma-identify nyo, pag yung x yung naka-square, ibig sabihin, it's either concave upward or concave downward. Malalaman nyo naman na concave upward kung positive yung constant dito, yung coefficient. Magiging downward yan kung negative. So, sa case na to, ang assumption natin, yung origin is yung vertex is nasa origin at 0, 0. Kasi kapag wala sa origin yung vertex, meron pa tayong constant sa loob. Ito yung nagiging standard equation niya. Para maging mas simple yung analysis natin, ma-eliminate to, ang assumption na natin, lowest point will be our origin. So, ito na yung gagamitin nating standard equation, y is equal to 4cx squared. So, dito naman, i-express na lang natin into single constant, y is equal to cx squared. So, paano natin ma-identify yung constant dito in terms ng height and length niya? So, di ba ang mangyayari lang dyan, di ba ito yung point 2 natin, ang x value is L, ang y value is h. So, palitan lang natin. Y is h, and then yung x is L squared. So, therefore, C is equal to H over L squared. So, ang final formula natin dito, Y is equal to H over L squared, X squared. So, another formula. Equation 4. Diba kanina, pang ilan na yun? Ito yung pang isa pa, diba? Yung WO X squared over 2F H. So, ito yung 1, 2, 3. So, bali 5 formula na gagamitin natin all throughout ng discussion or solving ng ating cable subjected to a uniform distributed load.